I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. I'm going to be talking about the investor call meeting that we just had here at 5:10. It lasted just under an hour. But before I do that, if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, it'd be much appreciated. I also have to tell you, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a broker. If you need any of those services, please go see somebody who does that professionally. I am, however, an electrician who just so happens to like to do stocks, and I like to share what I learn with other people. Also, I'd like to tell y'all as well, if you did get a chance to sign on to my live stream this evening, we're sorry about the technical difficulty with the sound. We hope that you are still able to get to listen in with somebody's live stream. That's the most important thing, is you got the information that you needed to get. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with some of the highlights out of tonight's investor call meeting. So the first thing is Block 30. Obviously, they are now merged with HUMBL, and so Block 30 brings all that technology over to HUMBL, all those foundation connections and everything that they already had established there. They bring that to HUMBL, which I think is exciting, but I kind of suspected that already, so that's not like a big deal on my list for excitement. But what is the fact that they're rolling out this app to 40 countries around the world. That's a big deal. I mean, we're talking about moving things lightning fast. They're talking about that in February. They didn't say at the end of February, the beginning of February. They said in February. So I think that's way ahead of schedule. I think even Brian Foote mentioned that they're ahead of schedule on that. So that's awesome. And they're already live in Singapore. Part of the reason why Brian Foote put HUMBL together is because it was difficult for people in other countries, mainly in other countries, to move money around. We don't really have that problem here in the United States. We have credit cards, we have financial institutions and so forth. But in other countries like Latin America or Mexico, other places around the world, these things are a bit harder to do. I've traveled outside the United States. I know that you have to bring cash with you everywhere, and that's just not, quite frankly, that safe to do. So I think that's very smart and very intuitive of them. Anyways, that's going to start helping to bring revenue in for HUMBL, which is good for us as investors. If you're not invested already, then you likely after the investor call meeting you'll probably want to. There's been a lot of enthusiasm with this upcoming investor call meeting, and it has not disappointed in my opinion. Also, Brian Foote mentioned that Wall Street is starting to take notice of HUMBL, which I think is very interesting, and that is also very exciting to say the least. HUMBL, by the way, is going to help eliminate like 60 some other apps, because it's all going to do it all in one place, which is pretty cool and exciting in itself. I mean, you got to go to like PayPal and eBay and all these different, apps to accomplish what one app is going to do. So that's very powerful, and you can keep all your information in one place. So like your financial part of it, you just have it in one place, and I think that's fantastic. They're also working on 2 international patents on their technology, which means they obviously have something that's unique, that's special, that they want to protect so other people cannot copyright and try to infringe on their technology. So it's not just a US patent, it's an international patent that they're going for, 2 of them. That, there were definitely some other things, like they talked about the coin, Bitcoin and stuff like that. He doesn't know how that's going to be accepted, because he kind of showed how currency over the decades has changed. Like in the United States, we have, credit cards and these other financial things. So not sure how Bitcoin and Digibyte and all these currencies are going to be accepted to mainstream, but he also kind of indicated that it's exciting to see what will happen, right? More or less in that. So some other great news. The CEO of CoinBook, Kevin Wright and Jacob Davis, have also joined up to help out the team at HUMBL with their blockchain index and the algorithm strategies. So just the fact that we have these different individuals that are obviously talented at what they do are going to be joining the HUMBL team is just more proof that HUMBL is a big deal. Yeah, I mean, to me, those are the big takeaways. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. These are just a few of the highlights I had. If there's anything I missed, I will do another video and share them with you. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and this is what you needed to know today.